What's up, guys? Welcome to Phnom Penh, Cambodia. We are stopping at the S-21 prison, which is right behind me, as well as going down to the killing fields a little bit later. This is going to be a heavy vlog. Viewer discretion is absolutely advised. We want to show you guys the beauty of everywhere that we go, but you can't come to Cambodia and just gloss over this. That's what this vlog is about, is to show you what happened here, introduce you to some of the facts behind the Khmer Rouge and what happened here in the 70s, because it's a tragic, tragic tale, but it's very important that this story is told. Without further ado, let's go check out the prison first.
The S-21 prison here in Phnom Penh was a school before the Khmer Rouge regime turned it into a prison. To hold prisoners captive, they boarded up the breezeways and put bars on the windows. It's estimated that at least 17,000 to 20,000 prisoners passed through this terrible place between 1975 and 1979. Today, only 12 survivors of S-21 are known, and the last 14 people found at the prison have the graves on the site in the courtyard. The courtyard is home to 7 types of mango and jackfruit trees that are growing right next to the gallows, serving as a haunting reminder of the atrocities that took place here.
The arrival of the Khmer Rouge in April 1975 marked the beginning of a horrific era in Cambodian history. The Khmer Rouge told the people of Phnom Penh to leave the city and promised that they could return in 3 days. However, they never returned. Anyone who was captured after leaving the city was sent to labor camps or killed. The prisoners in these camps were subjected to grueling conditions, working up to 90 hours in the boiling heat, pouring rain, and everything in between. The leader of the Khmer Rouge was Pol Pot, the General Secretary of the Communist Party of Kampuchea. During his reign, he was responsible for the deaths of an estimated 1.7 million people through executions, forced labor, and other means. The S-21 prison is a preserved site where visitors can make their way through the narrow passages created between the walls and see the mass cells, individual cells, and interrogation rooms. The audio guide at S-21 offers a variety of perspectives, including artists and craft workers who were kept at the prison to create statues and drawings of Pol Pot, biographers, and even prisoners who were not all Cambodian. The prisoners were subjected to torture 3 times a day, and inside you can see some of the horrible acts committed against humanity. The preserved buildings see as a haunting reminder of the atrocities committed during the Khmer Rouge regime.
It's said that the people who entered S-21 never left, and the stories of those who did survive are a testament to the unimaginable horrors that took place behind these prison walls.
Just outside of the exit here at S-21, you will find the drop-off pickup center. So we're gonna get picked up by a Grab. We called them to go to the killing fields next, and that's where we learned inside where prisoners were taken to be executed. This is a really tough log. It's really heavy, but again, it's good to remember the history, remember those that were lost, and just continue learning more, because I didn't know.
I don't remember learning about this in school
I don't
as
either.
a kid, so.
It was just in the 70s, the 1970s, so this was not too long ago.
Very recent.
Very
One of the
recent.
survivors was inside. The killing fields are about 4 miles away from the S-21 prison, so we've hopped in a tuk-tuk. It's not too far away, which kind of highlights how they didn't really travel too much from the prison to the fields. According to the audiobook that I was listening to, that happened during the nighttime, and they would be killed before the sun came up, so just extraordinarily tragic.
The killing fields in Phnom Penh is an incredibly difficult, emotional, chilling place to visit. The site was once a Chinese graveyard, and today it serves as a memorial for the estimated 17,000 people who were executed and buried during the Khmer Rouge reign. Visitors to the site can see the remains of victims, including bones, clothing, and personal items scattered throughout the fields. It's important to note that the Phnom Penh Killing Fields is just one of at least 300 known killing fields throughout Cambodia.
I've kind of got a second where I can talk to the camera, and we're kind of on the backside of this complex here, and I feel weird filming here but at the same time, it's something that I didn't really know too much about. Hannah didn't know anything about. It's just something that's not commonly taught in America because, you know, it was a war that we weren't directly involved in. I don't know, maybe I'm rambling, maybe I'm trying to give off excuses as to why we've not been taught this. I'm sure there are reasons why, but it's something that absolutely should be out there and people should know about. So that's ultimately why we decided to film this day, even as difficult as this has been, and I know we've not really been talking much live. I don't really possess the vocabulary to appropriately describe this place or any of these actions because they're indescribable.
In high school, Cambodian students learn about the country's history, including the Khmer Rouge regime, to ensure that the memory of the victims and the lessons of the past are not forgotten.
You all right?
The last few sections are quite heavy, so just keep that in mind when you're on the tour.
Yeah, we didn't film a decent amount of it.
May 20th is recognized as National Day of Remembrance, honoring the lives lost during that time.
I know this is a little bit different than what we normally do, but it's important that we highlight the good and the bad. Because if anything, this shows just the resilience of the Cambodian people. In our next video, it will be a lot happier. We will be back to our normal selves. It will be much more like the content that you guys are used to. So stay tuned. We'll see you in a few days. Thanks so much for watching, and take care.